A lot of success starts with someone just dreaming. The dream was to have some international business, and this is my third startup attempt. Twice failed. To get 2% of US market, it's way easier than to become monopoly in Lithuania. Highly likely that you will need to invest exactly the same amount of effort and money to achieve something in small market and to achieve something in bigger market.
Sounds a little bit easier than it is in real life.
True.
Hello everyone, my name is Maria and this is Kama PR podcast. I'm super happy to introduce you our guest, Rytis Laurinavičius. He is founder of one of the most successful Lithuanian startups. Hello, Ryti.
Hi, thanks for inviting.
Thank you so much for coming. Could you please tell, for those who are not familiar, maybe for some reason, what is Omnisend?
So Omnisend is a marketing automation platform for those who sell online. So if you have online store, we help you to communicate with your existing customer base by automating a lot of your communication via email, SMS, and web push notifications. Automate, send campaigns, do great things, collect subscribers, etc.
And you are a global startup. Can you please share some numbers so people would understand?
Yeah, so we are focused on how do you say, Western markets, and half of our customers are coming from the United States, which is apparently our home market. And we have more than 120,000 or so active customers who use Omnisend, both free and paid plans. We're currently around 50 million in 50 in ARR, so which is the key metrics in SaaS business, etc. What else? Currently, we do have around 230 few people working at the company. So probably those kind of the main numbers to describe the business.
Thank you. And that's impressive. And you had an impressive growth over the years. But could you please tell a little bit of how everything started from the very beginning? I know that Omnisend is not your first business.
I think it all starts with a dream. And then back in the days, you're right. So basically, this is my third startup attempt. Twice failed. This seems to be rather like doing well, and probably kind of the dream was to have some international business. And then back in the days when I was young, 20 few years old, I attended some like seminar for young entrepreneurs, and there was a task from a trainer to write down the dream. What would you like to have in terms of your business, not personal life, but business in 20 years? So I wrote that, my dream I would have a business in which customers' offices sun would never set. So that kind of was a dream, and probably kind of that was just more romantic definition of actually about willingness to build a global business. And, Omnisend is a spin-off from digital marketing agency, but marketing agency is more or less like local or regional at most. We had customers in Latvia and Estonia, some like Baltic region customers, etc., but it's still regional. So, building a product was kind of an idea, how can you actually make something global? So that was, dream back in the days, and that's where it all started.
Amazing, because for some people who write them dreams on the paper, dreams stay dreams, and you have a global successful project.
But to be honest, I wrote it down, and it was not that I was always chasing that dream. It was somewhere, and I think it is very important that we sometimes just upload our subconscious with something, and then not even consciously go that way. But to be honest, I wrote it down. I kind of forgot about it for quite a few years, and after really Omnisend started growing and becoming that dream company with dreams, global, etc. So only kind of recalled, that was actually what. To some extent, I kind of maybe encoded myself, go after that, and etc. So, of course, not every dream come true, but I think that a lot of success, what we define success, starts with someone just dreaming.
So everything starts with the mindset and of working with your subconscious.
Yes.
Amazing. And you decided back in the day to start globally from the very beginning. And how did you exactly do that? How your strategy were in terms of marketing, like business development? It's very different than starting in the home market. And a lot of startups in Lithuania and Baltics, they firstly launch in home market.
Yes. And this is kind of my one of the main advice for everyone who is just launching. Yeah, Lithuania and the Baltics. It's great countries to live. I mean, Lithuania is like amazing country to live. I love here. I love the people. I love the nature. I love our mindset. A lot of things, but we have very small market. Just by the size of the country, by the size of the population. So if you really want to build something big, so my advice is always start from Europe, from the US, from the UK, Germany, whatever, from a big market. Why is it so? Because highly likely that you will need to invest exactly the same amount of effort and money to achieve something in small market and to achieve something in bigger market or big market. Just that something in Lithuania would be like, $10 in the States would be $1,000 and 10,000 to 1 million, etc. So just the scale is completely different. And to become monopoly in Lithuania, it's almost impossible. To get 2% of US market, it's way easier than to become monopoly in Lithuania. So that was kind of like the general assumption that, since the very first day, Omnisend was focused on those who sell online. So how many online stores do we have in Lithuania? We just calculate, and theoretically we have 50% of those stores using Omnisend. How big is the company, our company? Still very tiny. Can we really build with such resources the comprehensive product to serve the needs of those customers? No, we can't. Just too tiny of a market. So that was kind of the general assumption. And we said, if we will not succeed in the bigger market, so we would not succeed at all. So, and I think that's kind of, that is my advice, start in Lithuanian playground, I learn things, and then I will go global. It's just, you are misleading yourself, because a lot of things, Mike, I'm sorry. They touched you, hopefully not.
Just repeat, like this.
No, I can continue with this input.
We will put the gray screen.
So and then learning those lessons that actually takes to take the market. They're different. Markets are different. So.
Did you have any support from US? Did you have local people there, like country manager or something?
No. Yeah, and currently we do have US operations, and we have our office there. And around, I would say, 10% probably of our headcount is based in the States currently. So still not the majority. But yeah, at the very beginning, there was nothing, and we built everything from Lithuania.
How did you plan your marketing and business development? I'm just so curious about this, because local sales is one thing, then our market is different. Also, there's a time difference. And
so two things maybe here. So first, did we expect US to become our main market? No. No. And we thought that, US is, to what you say, time zone differences, cultural differences, to travel there is very expensive and difficult, etc. So we truly believe that potentially the UK could become our primary market. So therefore, even after the launch, I moved there to live for a while, etc. But just, US start taking off, like organically start growing better than other markets. And we said, it doesn't matter, we don't understand much about this market, but it shows a great organic potential. So we potentially should focus on this and double down and invest more and more, etc. So that's the first thing, that, sometimes reality shows you the path. You expect something, you predict something, but then the reality shows you that you were wrong. And but let's better choose this path. I think it's very important to spot those reality guidance, if I can call it that way. Well, what does your numbers, what does your customer show to you, etc. And the second part of your question, so how to manage it? So probably kind of the main thing was, and still is very important for Omnisend, is like product-led growth. So basically you you do marketing, you do help your product to be your best salesperson, your best marketing tool, etc., word of mouth, and etc. And the second thing, or the third thing, is in this case about like marketing strategy. So our kind of strategy is really like to be known in quite narrow circles. So everyone who runs e-commerce store, we operate in like ecosystems. There's Shopify, there is like WordPress, WooCommerce, there is like BigCommerce, there is Wix, etc. So everyone who launches their online store, they identify themselves as like, I'm Shopify store, I'm Wix store, etc. And then basically our goal is in those ecosystems to become leaders. Etc. So it's not that everyone would know Omnisend name. Our goal is that everyone who sells on Shopify would know Omnisend name.
And talking about financial support, how it was at the very beginning with investors. I know that currently you don't have investors, you shared. And how was from the beginning?
So at the very beginning, to be honest, we are a normal startup. Of course, we have to fundraise because everybody does that. So fundraising and I tried to fundraise, but nobody was willing to invest in Omnisend. And that's the truth. Why? Because email. Come on, guys. There is a MailChimp, like constant contact. Those big companies, like hundreds of millions in annual revenue, etc. And then you are here like gonna compete with them, etc. So nobody believed that. And now one of the main assumptions was, and apparently it was right, that marketing automation and email as a channel will go into niches. So there will be tools for e-commerce, there will be tools for maybe bloggers and then for churches, whatever. There is, by the way, like really dedicated email marketing tool for church.
Interesting. But you don't have such good customers.
No, we don't have such. We don't specialize in that field. So that was kind of assumption. So we tried to fundraise. Nobody was willing to invest. Second thing, we raised at the very beginning a little bit, just kind of a seed round from like angels, but not professional ones, not institutional funds, but just more kind of people whom we knew, and we had some already fortune in business and had some cash, to invest, and maybe trusted myself and co-founder. We paid back like vast majority of it, but we were lucky enough to become profitable soon enough to be able to pay it as a convertible note. It was in that form done, and since then we never attracted any institutional investment. And after that, of course, like once you get to some level of success, and this is the paradox, while you are new to a market, you really spend so much time fundraising instead of really building MVP, building a product, start serving the market. But actually, from my point of view, vast majority of funds, there are those pitch competitions, etc., but funds do scouting themselves. They look for someone who is already kind of succeeding to some extent, and they are willing to invest in such companies, not in the companies that pitch you. So this is a paradox. The young startups, doesn't matter young or not, but just startups, they spend so much time on the pitch, on the deck,
PowerPoint.
Exactly. Instead of just investing that time into building a product, into grabbing first customer, second customer, who is not your mom, outside your close family circle or like close friends, etc. So this is kind of, again, my that I still strongly believe that, going as far as you can without external funding, it's very valuable thing.
So you were compared to MailChimp, but when the conflict of MailChimp and Shopify happened,
yes,
you had a clear success. You used this situation to grow.
Yes. And look, success, I think that it's a very good example that, initially you have to work hard and smart, and then you need luck. And that's what defines overall success. Because external circumstances, they are extremely important for your success. And the question is either you able to spot those favorable circumstances, and either you are able to use them. and to ride the wave. Yeah, the wave is coming, so I spot, okay, the wave is coming, and I have to jump on that wave.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of companies, they don't either spot the wave or they miss the wave. But if there are no waves, you will not succeed as well. External circumstances, I think, are very important for any of luck. And I think this is kind of one of the things that usually the successful companies don't talk about. Oh, we built ourselves, worked our ass so hard, etc. We're such a smart people, which is right. That means that you work hard, you put a lot of effort, but external circumstances really accelerated you. Without that, you could not succeed.
But of course, as you said, you need to know how to spot these opportunities.
That's true. Always have your eyes open, and, and look for the opportunities.
Let's talk a little bit about the team and about the spirit within the team. You are often saying in the interviews that Omnisend is not a family.
Yes, that's true. Sports team.
Yeah, it's a sports team. Why such a reference to sports? Because as far as I understood, you and your colleagues, the team is very active. And why are you using such a reference? Mm-hmm. Are you fond of some kind of leadership mindset? How is it connected?
I think it's very, very, very important. And the reference basically defines, so family, within the family, there are two things. Like one is, it's given. We have to be with the people that are our, sisters, brothers, parents, kids. And there is not much of a choice here. It's one thing. So within the sports team, there is always a choice. And there could be two great people, but they don't fit together, and that's okay. Mm-hmm. And basically, there is no fit like between organization and employee, between two colleagues, and that's okay. To admit that, that's very important. Second thing is like the goal, the purpose. So the sports team is always to win. Yeah. This is the ultimate goal, to win. So in business, it's really to grow business, to serve more customers, to conquer new markets, etc. So it's kind of this very competitive angle. Yeah, just hanging out together and spending nice time, we are startups, we are having such a good time together, partying and going. Pilates is very now the keyword circulating around, especially during working hours. So it's not the goal of us being here. It's not the purpose of us being here. The purpose of us being here is really to win. And, it's all defined. So, and of course, in the sports team, in order to win, you have to have a good microclimate. People have to support each other. People have to play to have the same vision, to have goals aligned. Otherwise, you will lose. So it does not deny friendliness within, but it does deny that, okay, we should not become the best friends. So we just have to be very friendly and supportive colleagues. Mm-hmm. And and sometimes, in our values and culture deck, we have a statement. Sometimes we separate. And, if it's a sports team, nobody even wonders why at the end of a new season, there's a reshuffle in the team. Some players leave, some players are being fired or the contract's over, and there is no wondering in it. But, for one season, that was the best setup. For another season, another setup is the best. From the company standpoint, the same from the players, from the, employees, etc. In the family, separation is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Divorce, so much emotions, etc., etc. So that's the difference.
But nevertheless, you shared that you have some team players and some colleagues who were with you from the very beginning and even before Omnisend.
Yes, that's true. Yeah. So there are colleagues who we work together already for 14, 13 years, 12 years. Yeah, so before even in the Omnisend was started. But at the same time, we never became personal friends. We don't hang out with families. Yeah. I have never met their kids, and that's fine. We have very great teammates,
Yeah.
but we never became personal friends, and that was no intent to become personal friends.
And how do you find such people loyal, who truly value their result? Not those who know how to sell themselves very well for the big money and for a couple of months, but who really put the effort and who stay and align with your goal and vision.
If they are adaptable, then great. So probably it's kind of the main thing. Throughout the years, the company has changed so much, and it will be changing in the future. It's changing today. Every single day, the company is changing. And the main question is really how adaptable those people are, if they manage to adapt to changing circumstances. So that's what probably helps us to work together for many years, because the company is constantly changing. And if the person is really, okay, this is what I'm good at this stage, of a company or etc., and I'm not changing my role, my understanding. Maybe the major vision of company did not change, but serving e-commerce since the very beginning, etc. But there are a lot of tactical changes, so that has happened. Like everything has changed. So probably that's the key thing of those. Loyalty is great from both ends. I really, really value loyalty, but loyalty should come with adaptability. Loyalty without adaptability is harmful for both the person and the organization.
Yeah, interesting aspect. And if looking back, well, Omnisend is 10 years this year. If you think back, what were the key factors of success during all of these years? Maybe you could define some of them, except the wave of the opportunities.
No, but truly those waves were really so. The conflict between Shopify and Mailchimp was one wave. Second wave was COVID. That accelerated e-commerce, and by accelerating our customers' businesses, it accelerated our business as well.
Yeah.
So that was a second wave. So, okay, maybe kind of initial to what we already touched. So choosing to initially start working with a global market, not playing within the Lithuanian sandbox. It was one good decision. I really liked decision. As already explained, not to raise money, although we tried to raise, but I'm happy that we failed in this.
Yeah.
In this regard, so really, that was now looking back in the days, it was good for us. And third thing, I think it's just resilience and keep grinding. I think that as every startup we had and we still have difficult times, hard times, etc. And basically with those hard times, just keep going. And there is one concept by Jim Collins, the author of like Good to Great, Built to Last books, which I really love. It's 20 miles march. Whatever happens around you, each day you have to go 20 miles. So the idea is really that the concept is about if you want on foot to go from the East Coast to West Coast, United States, as he's American. So if you there are days when you feel good and you can accelerate and do 60 miles. Next day, you're going to be tired. You will be overstretched. And then, okay, but I did 60 miles yesterday, so I'll have a rest a little bit. Okay, one more day, I will be still equal, maybe had a party on that free day, etc. Another day, maybe feel lazy a bit, but okay, I'm still on my pace. But actually, you lose the pace. And okay, but the fourth day you wake up and the weather conditions are super unfavorable for you. Maybe you go through mountains, maybe you have to swim through lakes, etc. But every day, whatever happens around you, you just persistently go your 20 miles. And even in kind of a bad times or challenging times, you continue going that 20 miles march, and apparently you see that, okay, cool, it has compounded and it breaks through somewhere. You get to some tipping point, and boom, that's how success comes.
So sounds a little bit easier than it is in real life.
True. Yeah.
Rita, maybe you could share also some future plans of Omnisend and your personal. Where do you see everything in 5 years?
Maybe 10xing, I guess. That would be good a goal. Is it 10 years? I don't know. Is it like 25 years, etc.? But yes, of course, like keep growing, and AI is a buzzword now, but at the same time, it's already reality. And then we had since all kind of a breakthrough of ChatGPT, etc. We said, okay, let's have a look. Either it's another blockchain, or is it internet?
Yeah.
So what is the magnitude of this? Because, we always have some technologies that initially look very, very disruptive. Everybody's buzzing, but apparently after 3-4 years, the air goes out of a bubble.
Yeah.
But now I strongly believe that artificial intelligence is disruptive technology. It's equal to electricity invention. It's equal to internet invention or steam machine invention. So it will really disrupt everything, like everything, including business and lifestyle and everything. So definitely the key challenge for Omnisend, as for any other business, it will be to adapt to those changes circumstances. I still believe that the AI will not replace everything, and the products will be relevant, and the tools will be needed, and the marketers will be there. That human intelligence is needed. I still have doubts about like artificial creativity. At least now I don't see any. Earlier with even science, it's very good in calculating things and compiling information, but not making any creative decisions, etc. So that's why I have doubts. But at the same time, really adapting to changing circumstances, to adapt the product and to adapt the organization, it will be probably kind of the key goal in the upcoming 5 years.
Seems that you have a plan.
I hope so.
Great. Thank you so much, Ryti, for sharing. I'm sure that all of the tips and your journey is incredibly interesting for our audience, startup founders, and the members of the ecosystem. Yeah.
Hope so. Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for inviting.
And of course, thanks everyone for watching us. I will leave all of the links to Rytis' profile and to Omnisend below. Of course, do not forget to subscribe to our channel to hear and see more incredible stories of startup founders and startup ecosystem.